Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how I made this shaker style table with tapered legs and a sapelli top. So stick around, hit that like button if you think the video is useful, and please subscribe. Thanks. Start by rough dimensioning all the lumber that I'm going to use for the base. I'll get one straight edge at the joiner, cut the legs and aprons to length and rip them to width as well. Then I'll take all the lumber back to the joiner to clean up one face and then run them through the planer to get them to the right thickness. Here I'm measuring and marking the length of the legs. I use a stop block at the end of the miter fence to make sure that I get them all for exactly the same length. Now I can use my table saw to cut the aprons to their final length as well. The next step is to figure out where the tapers will start and the mortises will go on the table legs. For 3 of the legs I used a 3/8 inch hollow chisel mortiser to cut the mortises out. On the 4th leg I went ahead and used a drill press and a Forstner bit to get the mortise roughly into place, and then finished it up with a chisel just to show that you don't have to have a mortiser to get this job done. Next I'll use a long straight edge, a ruler in this case, to mark out the tapers for the legs. I'll use my newly made taper jig at the table saw to make all these cuts. Once I've made the mortises and the tapers and the legs and I'm just about finished with them, I can start to cut the tenons on the aprons. I did this using the table saw and a single blade. I was being lazy, and if I had to do more than just the 4 aprons, I probably would have changed it out to a dado set to cut these. Once all the machine work is finished for the base of the table, I can start to use some hand tools to clean up all the faces and edges of the aprons and the table legs. I find that a little bit of time here with the hand planes will save me a lot of sanding later. I use a combination of my chisels and block planes to fine-tune the tenons. I usually plane a small bevel into the end of the tenon just to make it easier to install it into the mortise. Once I've finished dressing all the tenons and mortises, I'm ready to perform a dry fit of the whole base assembly. Once I'm confident everything fits properly, I can go ahead and start gluing this piece up. I let the glue dry overnight and took the clamps off. Now I'm ready to start doing some sanding. Since I removed most of the saw marks and the planer snipe and stuff with my hand planes, I don't need to use a random orbital here. I can just use a sanding block with some 220 grit paper, and that'll get it about as clean as I need it to be. Now I'm ready to apply some paint to the base. I'm using General Finish's Lamp Black Milk Paint here. This paint is awesome. It goes on so smooth and easy. I'm a horrible finisher, but I was able to make this base look really good with this paint. I'll post a link to the finish that I used here and the finish I used on the tabletop in the description of the video. Now that the paint's finished drying on the base, I'm ready to start building the top. I'm using sapelli wood here with a really cool grain pattern. It's like quarter sawn and it has a nice ribbon effect to it. It's beautiful wood. After laying out all the boards and making sure I have the grain pattern just right, I'll start cutting biscuits into the boards to help with the alignment. Biscuit joinery doesn't provide any kind of structural support, but it does help with aligning the boards when you're gluing everything up. The top's going to be about 24 inches wide, so any unevenness or high spots in the boards I'm going to have to plane out by hand. So I'll take my time with this glue up and make sure that I have all the boards nice and even using those biscuits just to make life easier down the road. While I'm waiting on the glue to dry on the tabletop, I can go ahead and take this Forstner bit and cut out spots for these desktop fasteners to be installed on the table base. These figure 8 looking fasteners just get held in with 3/4 inch wood screws. Now that the top's dry, I'm able to start planing away any glue marks or high spots that are in the boards. This takes a little bit of time, and with this grain pattern I'm using my number 5 jack plane to start. Then I'll finish with a low angle plane. The low angle plane just is a little easier on the wood for tear out, and it's just easier for me to get a good finish with. One tip for hand planing is to rub the bottom of the sole with paraffin wax. It helps the bottom of the sole glide across the top of the board. It just makes the whole planing experience easier. The next step of the process is to cut the tabletop to its final length and its final width. There were a few visible plane tracks on the top, so I used my random orbital sander with some 220 grit paper just to clean up the top and the bottom of the tabletop. Then I used my sanding block with some 220 grit paper just to knock off all the edges and get it ready for finish. For the finish on the top, I'm using General Finishes Armor Seal. This stuff is amazing as well. I put on 3 coats, a top and bottom, and then I buffed it out with some 4/0 steel wool, and it came out amazing. Now all that's left to do is drill some pilot holes for those figure 8 desktop fasteners, install a couple more 3/4 inch wood screws into the top, and this thing's complete. And here's the finished table. It looks great with that black base and the sapele top. I love the grain pattern in the top, and I'm glad I took my time to make sure that I got it just right. So I hope you liked the video. Please hit subscribe. Thanks guys.